Welcome to Couch Talk. This is Wolf and Ish from Game Heathens. This is our Western edition because we're playing the game Red Dead Redemption right now.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I really like it. It's one of my favorites. But probably one of my favorite things you can do from it is get shit-faced wasted, then go on a shooting spree. And when you do that, you basically just kind of guess where everything is. You just start firing in all different directions.
Yeah,
It's pretty fun.
so this game kind of got us into wanting to talk about the theme of Western stuff.
So,
Now, first on the agenda here that we've marked on is thick bitches get riches. And
now,
in parentheses, the most fertile birthing hips I have ever laid eyes upon.
now you know the saying, the snitches get stitches. Well, we and a couple other people came up with thick bitches get riches, but we wanted to say the Western style, so we ended up coming up with those are the most fertile birthing hips I've ever seen.
Now, the reason this is a topic is because back then, chunkier women, like thick women, were really attractive back then. So,
Healthy Sons.
yeah, you see like paintings of Venus of Urbino. Yeah, she, she thick. And all that. So that was kind of one of the topics we were talking about.
It's pretty funny. I actually have a funny story because what had happened is that I was down in Mexico just messing around, and everyone was speaking Spanish. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm not too good at it. You have to speak very slowly. You basically have to do what white people do, which is I'm going to the store. The store. You have to do that in Spanish, and then eventually I'll get it. But I was down there, and we were dancing at this one party place on the beach, and there were all these thick bitches, and apparently because I'm American, I'm like the hottest fucking thing in Mexico, which means a green card. I didn't know that. So
Put that pencil back in there.
that was one of those moments of thick bitches get riches. So that was fun.
A stick with 2 C's.
That's thick with 3 C's. That's dummy thick, boy.
Thick bitches get riches.
Dummy thick.
That's thick spelled with a C. THIC. See the light, brother. So there was that. That was just a little starter.
Yeah.
For the conversation. Next is Montezuma's Revenge.
Yes. Oh my God, that's a thing.
That's a nasty.
Well,
topic.
you know how you get Montezuma's Revenge, right?
You drink water from Mexico.
No, but it's cholera.
Ooh.
The actual name for it is cholera.
So that
You're drinking water with shit in it.
The black shit.
Black shit.
The black shit.
Cholera. Yeah, another monthly addition to the Wild West. The black shit. Yes, they get shit in water, and then they drink it. That's why all the tap water's fucked, because they don't have a very good flotation system.
Yeah.
But Montezuma's Revenge, that's gotta be one of the funniest things. Because if your friend gets it in Mexico, you know he was drunk as shit and he asked for a beer.
Yeah.
But he didn't ask for bottled beer. He asked for that cholera shit. the tap beer. Yeah, never drink tap.
Beer anywhere else is fine, just not in Mexico.
Well, not in Detroit either. They got lead in the water.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be drinking lead beer.
And in Flint.
Yeah, Flint.
Michigan. And Big Bear is just radioactive, so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we live in Lake Arrowhead, guys. For those who don't know us,
it's kind of like a woods up in the mountain,
Well, if you know California,
redneck folk,
if you know California and you watch a lot of TV shows with LA, when they talk about going to the mountains, they're talking about going to the Big Bear Mountains or Lake Arrowhead. So,
and
apparently I've lived here my entire life. He's lived here since he was 2. 1. Rounded up.
I guess.
Yeah, so that's what a lot of people come here for that reason.
Yeah. So apparently, a big thing with this mountain is there's Big Bear, and then there's here a big thing here. You know, we got lumber, gold, uranium,
My
and
family came here for the lumber, and I actually have a cool story. So when it came for the lumber, we've been up here since it started, and what was fun about that was um, uh, tons of people came here. Irish people, Asian people. A lot of people came, but what had happened was that all the Mexicans stayed, and it was just this weird thing that there was more Mexican people on a mountain in the mountain area, which they used to call this place Little Belgium,
or Little Switzerland,
Little Switzerland.
because there were a lot of Swiss
Yeah,
living up here.
but now it's become
They
like
love the pine trees.
now it's become like Little Mexico or whatnot,
Yeah. And we have like funny names for all the little towns here. Type of drugs you get from like Speeder Glen instead
Yeah.
of Cedar Glen. You know, Twin Tweaks, Crack Line instead of Crest Line.
Yeah.
What's another one out there? I know there's a few more.
I don't know. No, I think about it.
I know what to call Tudorville, Doobieville.
Doobieville.
That's where you.
We're going down to Doobieville.
Going to Doobieville. So, and that's so Big Bear Lake over in Big Bear is radioactive because of the old uranium mines. And people realized this when they were, getting water for their pets because the system runs off of the lake, their water system. And noticed their pets started getting tumors and things like that. So, yeah, don't live in Big Bear. It looks nice.
I mean,
but
live
just
in
don't
Big
do
Bear,
it.
but just
Just
don't
don't drink the tap water.
don't drink the tap water.
Don't.
Unless you want cancer, which I
And
don't know
when
if
you
you've
wash
seen
your
the South
dishes,
Park
when you
episode
yeah,
where you get the
and when you wash your dishes, be sure to keep a little iodine handy for the plates. Mix it with your soap, you'll be fine.
No, did you know that plates used to be radioactive?
Yeah.
The solvent that they put on the plates were radioactive, but it wasn't harmful radioactive.
It also brings up the point Matt as a hatter, because
Mercury.
mercury used to be used to make hats.
So the Mad Hatter, it wasn't that he was just mad. It's just that he's high off of his ass all the time.
Mercury. Then he drinks tea. I can't knock him for drinking tea. I like it myself. Okay, so
Next.
next on the agenda, funny stories.
Oh, funny stories.
We got any Western themed funny stories?
Okay, so there was this
No, I
one
got
time,
one.
right? Me and my friend, we went horseback riding, and we had decided that we were buckaroos, and we went out with the horses, thinking we were funny, and tried to jump over this one part of this hill. So the hill was like this, right? And here's these two flats, and it's like this, and that's like 10 feet distance.
Tried to jump from hill to hill.
Yeah, we tried to jump from hill to hill, which was apparently no bueno, because the horse told us that that's not going to happen, and we didn't listen because the horse threw us 10 feet over. So we got over eventually, but the horse threw us 10 feet. Yeah, I used, yeah.
Well, my story happens when I went to the Grand Canyon with
Tavis, yeah.
Tavis, yeah. Tavis and his grandpa.
Tavis is
He's
an old friend of all of us. We have a group
Yeah.
of friends that we hang out with. You might see him on an episode, maybe not.
Maybe if we can get him on here. He's kind of busy working in a mechanic shop, but
Yeah, he's a mechanic.
Yeah.
I'm an actor. He's a sound guy.
I act too and sing.
Sing, yeah.
I do a lot of things. I'm weird.
Yeah. I tend to do a lot too. Just I like being an actor more.
We have So my funny story is when we went to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
We went on the Skywalk, which is that if you don't know what Skywalk is, it's this big like kind of glass like balcony
Yeah.
over the Grand Canyon, and it's all made of glass. That they had to bring in like I think it's like 300 pounds of German glass. They had to bring it from Germany and build the fucking thing. And so you can like be walking on it and be looking down like into the like area. You can see into the Grand Canyon just looking down. And before you go on the Skywalk, they put you through a metal detector so you don't have anything metal on you that you could drop and fucking break the glass and kill everyone on the thing. So we're going through, and they give you these, you get these little lockers that are like about that big, that deep, to put all your metal stuff in. So, I put my, house keys, all the metal shit I got, like in my pockets, my can opener and stuff.
You had a can opener with you?
Yeah.
Don't
you judge me.
Who just has a can opener on them?
me, boy.
It's just like here's my wine bottle opener. Why do you keep a wine bottle opener?
And I also had like a bag of Cheetos on me, so it looked kind of aluminum-y on the inside, just in case I put that in there too.
You might as well have had a hand grenade. Same level of what the fuck.
I mean. Well, anyways, big old, metal keychains I'll buy at the gift shop and shit, the little pennies, just in case, because I don't know how strong the glass is. Apparently you can take a lot of weight, but they don't want you having anything. So, I put all the stuff in the locker, and I go to the metal detector thing. It's like, okay, put your arms up. I'm like, and it's like, beep! It's like, I don't have anything, I swear! Oh my god, I swear, I don't got nothing! And then they're like, well, go up to your pockets. It's like, oh, yeah, it's like, what is it? And I look, and I'm kind of like, hey, wait a minute.
The belt.
It's my belt. And they're like, you're okay. I'm like, whoo! It's like I was almost on the 5 o'clock news. Terrorist white guy in cowboy hat and shorts.
With the can opener.
With a can opener. Part of that new can openers Taliban. I don't know what the hell you call that. They don't follow Allah,
you don't just have a can opener. That's not a thing.
Well, I forget why I had the can opener. I think it's like I opened a can of something because we were going around in like it was his grandpa's truck, and we had like a camper thing that went on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I had the can opener in my pocket from when I opened a can. And it was like, for some reason, I brought it with me. I don't know why.
You don't just have a can opener, though.
I just had a can opener, and I had like my shorts on. We went to like the old West Town and everything, ate barbecue ribs. I went to talk to the magician who was there. He's doing like dice tricks and card tricks and stuff. He was looking at me funny, and then I'm like, what, do I look retarded or something?
Yeah.
And then like I go to the bathroom, and I look in the mirror. I realize there's barbecue sauce all over my face. They were good ribs. I mean, that's the side of good ribs. When your face is covered in the barbecue sauce from the ribs, that means that the ribs were so good you didn't give a shit. So
I don't give a shit now.
So, but like barbecue sauce all over my face. Imagine like you're this magician, and like this kid in like this hat walks up to you with like cargo shorts, walks up to you with barbecue sauce all over his fucking face, asking you about your magic tricks. You're gonna be looking at him kind of weird. So he's yeah, it was like the Old West thing. You had your like choice. You go to like the old restaurant, you get like ribs, steak, cornbread, Old West stuff. You get baked beans, bacon. You get your 5 basic food groups. Beans, bacon, whiskey. 4 food groups. Beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
Beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
Yeah, and so we're going through the town, and there was you got the food at the canteen, and all that, and you had like horse riding and stuff. I didn't go.
You didn't go horse riding?
No, I didn't go riding.
No.
Well, well, I did get to go into the jail, and they had like the chessboard in the jail cell.
So you played chess
So I
inside
played
the jail.
chess, and we took pictures of us in the jail cell, closing the door. And they had this guy who walks. They had actors that walk around the town and act like people in the town. You got your saloon girls, your sheriff, your town drunk. Well, we were in the jail, and we took the picture, and we're getting out of the jail cell, and the sheriff goes like, "Ain't no one keeping my jail." He's like, "You want to draw?" I'm like,
You want to fucking go?
he's like, "You want to throw down? Come on, draw." And I'm like, "Sure." Pull out a piece of paper, start drawing something. He's like, "Yeah, that's funny shit right there." He's like, "I'm gonna let you free just for that joke, man." I'm like, "Damn." Because in this town, all you gotta do to get away with the crime is to be funny.
Hey, I killed someone. Your mother's fat.
I guess back in old West times, if I wanted to get out of prison, I just had to kill the guy with a rubber chicken. Yeah, fuck their shootout shit. Just give me a rubber chicken with a razor blade. Unstoppable. So that was one of the funny stories. Another one was when we were also at the Grand Canyon. We were at this gift shop, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of near the Native American reservation.
Did you see one go, "What's up, you redskin motherfucker?" Thinking that it was an actor, and he was all,
"No,
that is very disrespectful."
No, I didn't do anything. No, there was there were Native American people working there, but no, I didn't say nothing like that. That's just
I would have. What are you Indian doing in the bar?
Well, anyway. So I went to like the gift shop. It's this gift shop area. You go out and it's kind of like some sort of like tour bus thing they had going on. All the fat white tourists. Anyway, it's always fat people.
It's always fat
people. The people who ride the tour buses.
And Asians.
Yeah, and Asians. Asians and fat white people. That's probably where the rumor that all Americans are fat, because the Asians come and they ride the tour buses, and all they see in the tour buses is these fat ass, Americans. And you're like, hey, they must just all be fat. I mean, shit. So we go on the. So Tavis's grandpa is going to the restroom, right? We're doing our thing. We're seeing the sights, seeing all the stuff, and we were told to kind of meet up there.
Yeah.
And we meet up there, and he told us to meet him by the bathroom. So we thought it was the bathroom in the building. Apparently, no. Apparently, it was a bathroom way the fuck over, some way. The place looked kind of like an outhouse, with a real toilet in there. It's like they took the old ass outhouse and turned it into a real bathroom. There's still the wood and shit in the hole still there. It's just they put a toilet in the hole. Put a little sink in there. So we're standing by this bathroom inside. And we're waiting for him. We're like, where is he? Right. So past time. We put pennies in those penny crusher things. No one gives a fuck about the pennies.
Yeah, technically it is.
Technically it's illegal.
Defacing American currency.
Defacing American currency, but nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares. So we're waiting, and we can't find him. And we're asking players like, "Hey, have you seen an older gentleman, come in here, a little beard, kind of looks like, kind of looks like Richard Gere." No, not Richard Gere. Forget what the actor's name is. Kind of looks like Richard Gere. Well, anyway, it kind of looks like Richard Gere and got a beard, and you're like, nah. And we're like, well, shit, man. I mean,
we just lost our guy.
We just lost the guy who's driving. I mean, because we're I think 16 at this time, and neither of us had any kind of license. Well, anyway, and the people are kind of like, oh, it's like, would he be the kind of guy to just leave him? We're like, no. He's not a fucking asshole.
What? That would be fucked, man.
That would be
Like,
fucked. Just
oh.
leave us in the fucking Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Go home and say, I left those little bitches there.
Gets home, tells his wife, I left him there. Ah, I got him. You make it home, you're a fucking asshole.
It's like I had to get some. It's like I had to get like a Native American like guy to get me all the way back here.
Fucked her too. Like,
So, and we're waiting, and we didn't know. We were just like, well, we don't fine. You guys can live with us. I mean, there's not much to do here. You got some ships. It's like, okay, just live in the tour bus terminal in the Grand Canyon. Sounds like an interesting story. And then he comes.
Do people just offer people, hey, you want to live with me? Like, that's not okay. I don't think that's okay. I think that's actually.
Well, it's not. They were joking, like, hey, you can come. You can live with us here in the terminal. Like, we don't have much here. We don't have any beds, but you can sleep in the lockers. We got a little bit of a laugh out of that. Lighten the situation up. So we buy a couple of Coca-Colas in the glass bottles because we're classy like that.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't drink regular Coca-Colas only in the glass bottles because they're made with real sugar, not artificial.
Yeah. So the eventually we find him, and the guy who helped us find him, he's like he was this big Native American guy, and he's just like, "Is this your grandfather?" I swear to God, he was talking like that. "Is this your grandfather?" It's like the stereotypical like Native American guy voice.
Like, I knew I would have to find you.
But like he was big. He was like, fucking swole. But he was like older. You could see a little.
What's going on? Are you speaking to the spirits? Oh, I'm molting. Just like the bird. Oh, I'm molting.
So he
it's time for mating season.
So and he's like, "We have found your grandfather." And we're like, "Oh, cool." He takes us over to that like other bathroom area, and we're like, "Oh, this is where you were." And he's like, "Yeah, Tish got some meeting by the bathroom." It's like, we were by a bathroom. And he's like, "Oh, there's another bathroom there?" "Yeah." "Oh, shit, fam." Sorry. Bye.
I'll buy you a soda, guys.
I'll buy you guys lunch. I mean,
wait, you weren't gonna buy us lunch before?
It's like, well, we bought a bigger lunch. Well, yeah, it was funny.
Oh, yeah, you got the can opener.
Yeah, the can opener. We had baked beans from a can. That was lunch. So,
not a bad breakfast.
Yeah. So we had on an adventure.
Pork and beans, actually.
Pork and beans.
Not the same.
Pork and beans.
There's pork and beans and there's baked beans.
If you can combine the two.
I want Subway today.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's down my pants.
Your wallet would be in your pants, Wolfie.
Road works ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. I mean,
road works ahead. Oh, I sure hope it does.
It's like... Okay, so...
Next
we have guns.
Guns! Oh my god, yes, guns.
Guns from...
Okay, so... If you didn't know, me and Wolfie are kind of gun experts. And when we say gun experts, we don't mean like YouTuber Call of Duty gun experts where
we're not people like, this is an HK416. It takes 7.62 rounds. It's gonna be gorgeous. It's gorgeous gun.
No, we actually like...
But then what they're holding is an M16.
Yeah. Like, I can just look at a gun and go, well, that's a G9687.
Now, there was like a kind of...
Do we know everything? No, not at all. We'll never say that because new guns are made every day. Every fucking day.
Every day.
It's almost impossible to do
new accessories,
attachments, fucking rounds.
Handguards, rounds, grips,
like
scopes,
yep.
Camouflage.
Made every day. Do I know everything? No, but I do research, and if I don't know something or something new comes out, I do know about it.
We researched it, like the Taurus Curve. That was a new one.
Yeah, Taurus Curve. Oh my god, Taurus Curve. It's a gun that curves to your ankle. Now,
Now,
there's a big debate going on. I'm not
about
gonna
gun
hide.
laws.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hide from it. I'm
Now,
not gonna
the
say
Torse
that it's wrong. Yes, I do believe that there needs to be some changes,
and gun laws,
but what I believe is that we should fix the ones that we have instead of making new
and
laws.
instead of making new laws about guns, we should actually enforce the ones we
yeah,
have.
we have selective enforcement, which is very bad because
Because of this whole gun debate. Now, some people believe that we shouldn't have guns.
and
That's you do you.
you do
don't
you.
have to
If
have
you don't want a gun, you don't have to have a gun. That's fine. That is fine.
That is fine.
I will never deny
But-
that. But don't tell anyone else they don't
That
they
shouldn't
don't deserve
have
a gun. Now,
Now, stupid people, they shouldn't
Stupid.
have guns.
no babies for you.
No babies for you.
We have a thing
No
about
firearms for you.
if you take the Bible literally as an actual work of history, no babies for you. If you think Red Lobster is a generally good restaurant, I like it too, but no babies for you.
It's like, there's a lot of things we could go through of just that, but
Are you a convicted felon on probation for multiple felonies, a gun, and heroin related incidents? No babies for you.
No
No
guns
guns
for
for
you.
you.
it's simple as that. If you're a regular, just American citizen, you pay your taxes. You work your job. You got a car, family. Your kids go to school, things like that.
And you want to feel safe.
And you want to feel safe in your home.
You do you.
You could get a gun. You can get your security, whatever.
Hey, get a sword. Get a sword.
Or a knife.
Or a knife. I don't know. Get a fucking tomahawk.
Yeah.
For all I care. If that's what makes you think that you're going to be safe in your home, by all means, it's yours.
You should have something to defend yourself with. At least a baseball bat.
And people who bring up the whole, Australia doesn't have mass school shootings, well, they also have a problem with farmers killing police officers for trying to take their guns away.
Yeah, because
trying to protect their livestock.
Because they're not allowed to have guns at all.
Yeah.
This may sound racist, but it's not. Crocodiles in Australia are actually a problem on farms. A lot of farmers around there kind of live near a water source, like a water river. Water connection. Now, as everyone knows, that's where crocodiles live. So near crocodiles will be eating their cows, their chickens and shit, and they just have enough of it, so they fucking shoot the crocodile. Now, they're not allowed to do that in Australia.
But they do it anyway.
But they do it to protect their lives, their livestock. What keeps them alive? Their line of work is that livestock. But they're not allowed to have guns at all. That and home invasions are a real big problem in Australia too.
A friend of ours had their brother die in a home invasion, and he had a gun, and he didn't think it was a home invasion at first, but they killed him. All right.
Yeah.
What would have been better in that situation? Oh shit! I have a gun. Bam, bam, fucking dead. I mean, as much as it's morbid to say that, I think okay. Knives kill more people than guns do.
Yeah.
Knives.
But you can't outlaw knives.
But you can't outlaw knives.
What you gotta do? Have to show 3 forms of ID buying a kitchen knife for your wife?
Just saying. Now, I'm not trying to be rude.
Husband,
and
husband.
Or husband. Or husband.
Equal rights.
Equal rights. Equal say.
Equal husband.
I feel I'm liberal. But I don't agree with everything that the liberals do. And that's how it should be. You shouldn't just agree with everything.
That's how parties and groups work. You don't always agree on everything, but you form the party on similar agreements.
And you talk about it. You debate it.
Just because you're Democrat or Republican doesn't mean you agree with everything that Democrat or Republican says.
Yeah.
Take back in the old West days.
There were 5 parties.
There were several parties.
There was 5 parties. 5 big parties. There was the Republicans, Democrats, Le Petit Trump, which was the Lemon Party, which I think Trump is funny because I can never stop thinking about the Trump Party except for the Lemon Party.
Les Trump.
Le Trump.
Le Citron. The lemon.
The lemon. Let's the lemon party. Which lemon party also means another thing, but I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah.
But
That's getting into our revolution. If you're going that far back.
yeah.
As before Old West times. And that's back when people wore frilly shit.
But alright, if I'm gonna say this, my favorite gun from the Old West has to be all hands down the 1887 revolving. No, not revolving. 1887 shotgun, Winchester shotgun, which was the repeater shotgun. So that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
The repeater shotgun. They went, hey, that repeater rifle, you have 15 shots. Man, that's awesome. And then one guy was sitting there like, we could put shotgun shells in there. And then everyone in the room was all,
Hey, shut up and take my money. Yeah, that's what happened.
you're stupid. I'm down.
Yeah.
You're stupid. I'm down. Let's do this.
Now I'm gonna be cheap here and throw some history in your face. But as far as I'm gonna say I like the repeater too as far as rifles, but when handguns, broom handle Mauser.
Broom handle Mauser.
But you didn't know it was around back then, did you? You thought it was a World War II weapon. It's been around forever, man. And I do specifically mean the broom handle Mauser,
not the regular Mauser.
not the regular Mauser. That one was World War II and late World War One. But the actual one where the handle of the gun was literally just a broom handle that they cut and just stuck on there.
Ah, damn it! Sorry, I'm playing the game.
Yeah, he's playing Red Dead Redemption. that was around back then when the handle was literally a broom handle that they just screwed to the gun, and that was your handle. That was it. But yeah, back then that gun was the shit. And then you had the 1911. But that's getting near the end of the Old West.
Yeah, it is the end of the Old West.
Yeah.
That's
about
the end of the Old West is when
World War One started taking off.
Yeah, World War One started taking off because all the West shit of the I'm with my posse.
That was back when people would be having a conversation like, "Hey Bill, do you hear that in town, Dodge City, they got one of them newfangled electric automatic washing machines?"
Shut the fuck up.
It's true.
Nah, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, Lord, it's true. It's true.
Fucking liar. God's honest truth.
God's honest truth. I swear to slap my mama, it's real.
What kind of fangled witchcraft is this?
Science. These newfangled scientists be coming up with all kinds of crazy.
It's funny because we burn people for being witches.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was about the time the Old West died.
That was about when the Old West died is when we had electric washing machines. Think about that. And cable cars.
Think about it. If I had to ask for my favorite pistol,
we traded the Old West for washing machines.
I would have to say the Remington 1837, which actually it's more of a flintlock.
Yeah.
But it had the 50. I didn't need to. It was basically a Navy pistol because you could hit people on ships hundreds of yards away. It was basically if I were to stand on one side of the football field and you were on the other side talking shit, I could just go bah, and you just drop.
You're gone.
Yeah.
It's and then you got the Sharps, the Kentucky Sharps.
Ooh,
Not just the regular Sharps, the Kentucky Sharps. There's a difference. Kentucky Sharps has like that long ass scope that spans the whole distance of the barrel of the gun.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was good. For its time, it was the gun you used to hunt.
Yeah, it was the best long range weapon of the time, as far as things go. The Sharps, and then if you wanted like a better Sharps, you paid a guy to modify your Sharps.
And then you licked the barrel.
Just like that. Oh. Oh yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, get that cringing. So next on, so after Guns is Ugly Fucks.
Ugly fucks.
Ugly Fucks.
Okay, if you ever just look back in the day with
in like old West times.
old West times, everyone was fuck ugly.
I mean, well, just about everyone, except for the famous people. Have you noticed that?
No, not even then.
Well, I don't know. Kurt Russell does look like Wyatt Earp. I've seen pictures of like Wyatt Earp next to pictures of Kurt Russell's Wyatt Earp. It's actually a pretty good lineup there.
Well, yeah, they did that purposely.
Yeah. So they, Doc Holliday looked like Doc. So they're not that bad looking for a time that they're actually pretty good looking. But everyone else is just kind of fuck ugly. I mean, these beautiful people now, but
Well, okay.
back then.
Oh no, I'll explain it like this.
Back then,
They were probably really beautiful people back in the day. Like, God's honest truth, gorgeous people. They just weren't famous.
and there weren't all that many of
I think what had happened is that I think that the country, we're still all pretty fuck ugly.
them. Yeah.
I won't deny it. I'm no spring rose, but I also won't give credit where credit's due either. Because, God, what is wrong with my horse? He is in desperate need of some assistance.
So you shoot him in the leg. That's how you use his forces.
Yeah.
Damn. You get Peter down here. Oh, he shot it in the ass. Oh, there he goes. Okay, he's fine now. Don't tell Peter. So.
Ow! The horse ran me over.
So yeah. So back in the day, ugly ass people.
Yeah. But what I think would happen is the reason why we think, oh, so now we're gorgeous is because we make these models and stuff like the highlight of our society, which isn't a bad thing. If you're good looking, you're good
It's
looking.
just back then it was more primal.
Tough.
Tough.
You had
primal.
to be tough to be cool.
Yeah. So back then, say you were a gorgeous woman. You know what you'd probably be doing?
Be married.
Yeah.
It was only until movies. See, I think in California, it's ridiculous how gorgeous Californians are. It's not even like, oh, we're the beach blonde people, the sun-kissed people. No, man, it's just that everyone came out to be a movie star, but realized they couldn't fucking act.
So they were just.
So they had babies with more good-looking people, and Grapevine went down, and now we have a whole bunch of good-looking people. That's why in California we're all generally pretty good-looking. Now there are some fuck ugly people, and that's just.
And then there's like fuck ugly people with beautiful features and something. Like there'll be this girl with gorgeous hair, but her face looks like it got fucked by a.
Hey man, hit it from behind. Nah, that's terrible, but.
That's bad.
I'm not gonna kid myself. I'm no saint, and anyone who's watching should know I'm no saint, and I'm not even the best guy in the fucking playground. But I will admit I'm fair. I'm decent. It would be ignorant to say that I am better than most because I'm not.
There's See, and I'm pretty ugly.
Yeah. No. You know, a funny story. I know it's not funny story time. But funny story. I once thought this girl was pretty, and I wanted to get her number. I ended up not getting it, but Wolfie knew her, and Wolfie was with me, and she called Wolfie's mom and told him, "Oh, could you have Wolfie give me a call?" And we were like, "Sure, whatever." I didn't know that it was her though. I thought
didn't know it was her either.
I thought it was just some random guy trying to get Wolfie's attention. So I was like, okay. So we called her, and then she's like, "Hey, yeah, I'm like home alone. Would you want to come over?"
Yeah, I'm like,
And-
nah, I'm playing Mass Effect.
No, I'm playing video games
Nah,
with Caleb.
that's not what I said, but you know,
No, I'm playing video games.
that's basically what happened.
No, that's what he said. He said, I'm playing video games right now. I'm kind of busy. What do you
No,
want?
I just said I was I was a little busy, and then she asked like, "Oh, can we talk?" I'm
Can
like,
we
"Sure."
talk? And he's like, yeah, she's expecting that she could woo him by going like, yo, you want some of this? And then he was going to be all,
Well,
yeah.
she was like saying like metaphorically like, "Have you ever had one of those weird moments where you're having a dream? You know, this happened." I'm like, "Yeah, that's happened to me." You know, it's just basic conversation. It's like, man, it's, you know, stuff like, "Hey, man, have you ever like walked so long that like your heel starts to like hurt and it swells?" Yeah, that's happened to me. You know, just basic stuff like that.
And then she realized he's not into the conversation. She was trying to get him to think what it would be like to sleep with her, to watch her without any kind of clothes on, which was the feet thing, which for some reason that's kind of weird, but hey, whatever, to each his own. But nope, Wolfie's all, no, I'm playing video games. Y'all gotta bounce.
This is why they used to know me as Spock, because
Thought Slayer 66.
Thought Slayer. So, because I just it was just like a thing where a girl would be flirting with me like, "Hey, that shirt you got there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is. I got it at Walmart for $12.55. I believe they have another version of it that you might like in the women's section near the back. They come from small to medium."
And she's sitting there all, yeah,
And she's all like,
well, I'll check that out then. But
"Thank you."
oblivious.
And like it was like really funny. It'd be stuff like, "Hey, did you know that these types of panties were meant to show off the curve of a woman?" I'm like,
Thank you.
"I didn't know that."
I didn't know that.
That's
good
interesting information. Like I would speak like Spike too. It would be like that kind of deep voice, like, "Captain, I have information about pennies."
When did you think that was going? When were you going to tell me that? When it became relevant.
It's like, when was that? Just now.
Just now.
So that's the. So
Next.
that's the. Those are just the starters. Okay. Well, let's keep talking on this topic then. So, and then there's that, and then I met my girlfriend. Well, only person that like kind of caught my eye like that.
Well, that's another story because it wasn't like how he said, but it is a
Well,
cute story.
We met
But it's not a good
we
one.
met in digital design class.
Yeah, well,
I'm
you guys
certified
are.
in digital. Well, I'm certified in digital design. Just to
Well,
let you guys know. So, we were sitting there, and you know, we were working on the computer, and you know, there's like my cousin in this seat, and she's like right next to me, and you know, and she seems like she could use a good laugh. When I walk into class, I'm like, she's pretty, you know, that kind of thing. She probably
well, he talked to me once.
wouldn't want to talk to me.
The only
but, you know.
time he ever talked to me about her was once when he said, "Hey, I think I know someone who could be a helicopter pilot." And that's all I knew about her. And then, like, a week later, they were dating. And I was like, well what?
Yeah, well, she was interested in.
Well, her cousin goes,
aircraft.
hey, do you like her? And he goes, yeah. Do you like him? Yeah. You're together now.
Well,
And that was the end of it.
No, that's not how it
They've been together
That's not
ever
how it
since.
happened.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
kind of how it happened.
No. It's a little longer story than that. So I'm talking to her. I'm making jokes. You know, with my cousin at the other table. Yeah, we're making, you know, talk about memes. You know, I'm showing him some memes. I'm making funny stuff. You know, in digital design class, like I'm making memes in digital design class and getting graded for it. How much better of a class could you take? It was funny because you know it's like design your own logo. You know, just basic stuff like that. Design your own logo, build a building in this application called SketchUp. You know, it's like a 3D kind of thing. You know, we were using it for design and whatnot. You know, and build a square block of a city, you know, like a little town. So I built just like skyscrapers because that was easy as shit. You know, use make windows, door, street, sidewalk. And I got a pretty decent grade for it. So, well, past that. So I'm talking to her, and she's smiling, she's laughing, we're gonna be really good friends, and I'm starting to really like her, but like girls like me. Well, nah, that ain't happening. So I ride the bus with her, I talk to her and that kind of thing, and one of her friends came up to me one day and was like, "Can you?" And it's like,
Can you keep a
"Can you keep a
secret?
secret?"
No, but go ahead.
Well, it's just things like I have something to tell you, and it's like what? It's like don't. It's like don't tell her I told you this, but she likes you. And I'm
What
like,
kind of shit is this?
and I'm like, as a friend? No, it's like she wants to, she likes you and kind of wants to see be seeing you,
Bought a
dating you.
house, there's a fucking hole in the
And I'm
roof.
like, oh, so she likes me too. And we're on the bus, and eventually she gets that where I ask her, it's just like, would you want to go out with me? And she's kind of like shy. And I'm like, it's like if you want to, because I like you too. It's like if you don't want to, you won't. But if you like me, we can go out. And that's kind of how it started. It was the kind of thing like she kind of let on that she liked me a bit and kind of asked me out, but didn't, and was kind of shy about it. And then I made the extra step, let her know that I'm interested. And ever since then, we've been in a relationship. And to me, she's absolutely gorgeous. So then that brings up the next thing of ugly fucks. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Maybe back then, those ugly fucks were beautiful. I guess people like Butterface.
I love everything. Butterface! Love everything about her. Butterface.
Yeah, things like that. I didn't even realize I was making that joke till I made it. That was just one. That was like one of those split personality moments where my brain just already knows which joke to make. Butterface. Yeah,
Put that ego away, Wolfie. It's gonna hurt someone.
okay. We're not getting into that. So we're playing we were playing Red Dead Redemption. I bought it off of the PlayStation Store. They had a really great deal. I think they called it a busting out sale or something like that. Fire sale, some kind of sale. Fire sale. Yeah. And we bought a bunch of games. We bought bought the Mass Effect trilogy.
Ending sucks.
We bought the Mass Effect trilogy with the Cerberus pack. We got Red Dead Redemption with a bunch of cool DLC stuff. We got Dragon Age, with all kinds of DLC stuff for that. I didn't even know came with it, and it was a great deal. Each game was like $5. Great deal. That's the thing. If you're buying something on PlayStation, if you have a PlayStation out there and you're buying games on the PlayStation, wait for the deals. Don't just buy the game. You're getting ripped off. Wait for the deals. I almost had that happen. I was trying to buy the Metal Gear Solid series, like the HD collection. That's like where it's the game's all in one thing. But they were charging like way too much for it. Where I know that it's cheaper somewhere else.
Well, I still go to GameStop. I know the problem with going to GameStop with my Xbox One was you still have to download the game, so what's the point? But it's cheap. It's cheaper to go there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cheaper, and I tend to don't buy video games just offhand. I buy video games when I have time and the money to do it, and I think that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like just recently we got like Battlefield 3. You know,
Well, we went and did something for us that was
Yeah.
monumental, and it was a gift to ourselves for a good job.
for doing a good job.
Bye, guys. Have a good time. Thanks for watching the podcast, and
This was Couch Talk.
Couch Talk.
We
Welcome to the first episode
of Couch Talk,
of
our
Couch
Western
Talk.
episode.
And thank you for watching.
See you later, partner.
See you later.